What's that, kitty? Black Mom, I'm not sure what it is. It's a bison, kitty. He's pretty big, yeah? That bison was scratching against a post, but he was looking at me like, why are you filming me this morning? Not so in a good mood. I was like, maybe I should move. Maybe I shouldn't film them. Good morning, everyone. We are in Edmonton, well, close to Edmonton, in the Elk National or Provincial, I think it's a provincial park, where it's got no elk but bison instead. And the bison loop is currently closed. I'm not sure it's because I'm early and they're gonna reopen later, or they just closed for some kind of reason, to give them space or whatever, but there's still a lot of bison almost everywhere. So gonna continue our drive, which is beautiful this morning. All right, so I just stopped in a little parking lot that it's got a bunch of trail by, like, if you don't know here, that you can literally walk beside the bison. I mean, technically you're not supposed to, but they are there, like you're in the same place in them. And last time I was here, I've done it. The whole time that I was walking, it was just stressful. Because you walk in the wood and you can hear the wind and things, like you wonder, it's got one like really close, and they like keep distance between you and the bison, and they're like, yeah, I want to do that, but what about if I come across into it and, like, you know, face to face? So we're not gonna do that, but it's got a bunch of trail here. Is gorgeous. I slept just down the road at rest stop, and it was super windy yesterday, and I was started driving. I stopped there and I was like, oh, I'm right beside the bison area. We're gonna go check it out tomorrow morning, and that was my plan. And is gorgeous this morning with the fall color. It's just perfect, and it's got the wind. So I'm just gonna have a little quick breakfast, have something to drink because I just rushed everything this morning to come here when I saw the sun rising. I'm like, oh no, we have to go. So I'm gonna do that right now. So yeah, I guess I forgot to mention that we are in Alberta. The last video, I don't remember which province we were, but to be quite honest, my views are just low right now, and some people in the comments like, oh, you're going to prairie. It's gotta be long videos. So I decide I'm just gonna quit. I'm just gonna stop recording, stop filming, and making some ground. So I've done some driving. We've done Manitoba. I think we've done Manitoba together. I've done Saskatchewan by myself. And yeah, we are just on the middle of the Alberta side. I think tomorrow we might see the mountain that I'm missing so much. Yeah, so I think right now we are 3 hours around that from the Rocky Mountain. Yay! So if you are living in Saskatchewan, maybe a little bit frustrated that I didn't film too so much. I'm pretty sure if you live in Saskatchewan, like the fun must be like, you know, people around you, if you have a farm, you have a quad, you know, like all that stuff. But driving in Saskatchewan, maybe if I was going really out of the path of my main route, I'm sure there's some cute corner, but the driving itself, it's a long, flat drive. What's up? So I'm gonna eat my blueberry oatmeal, and after that we gonna drive back to the beginning of the trail to see if the Bison loop is open and go from there. Yeah, the Bison loop is closed. And the park is like huge here. I don't know how big it is, but yeah, it is definitely huge. And it's got like a gate. I don't know if it's got a gate all around, I presume. But because there's some highway, and I guess they don't want them to go to the highway. I stopped for a little shower, and now the sun is gone. So we are just on the edge of Edmonton right now. If you guys don't know, I used to live in Edmonton. I think 3 years. Yeah, I think two or 3 years. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I used to work. I used to live here at that's where I started my dog walking business, and after that we moved, and I moved to the Salmon Arm area where I started my business again at that area. But yeah, 2 years, something like this. And so every time I go in Edmonton, I'm just think about my little dogs that I was walking every day. It was like 12 years ago, so they're probably not on this planet anymore, but yeah, I kind of miss them. When you walk dogs, the same dogs I used to walk, I had like 5 of my regular, if you want, and I had them for like almost like the 2 years that I was here. And yeah, you kind of think about them. They're almost like it was not my dog, but you know, when you walk them so much, it's just almost become your dog. This building, guys, used to be a building that I lived. We kind of repaint the bottom to make it look nice, but it's the same old same. So I used to live in this building. Is a 14th floor. I used to live on the 13th floor. Right, probably around there. Yeah. That's where I realized that city life, it's not... I mean, Edmonton, it's also... I'm sorry, Edmonton people, but... There's city that have a little bit more entertainment and fun. I mean, maybe I just didn't have any fun. Also a big depression when I moved here. So, you know, when you go back to some area, it's just like, this was 12 years ago. And you just like think about where you were 12 years ago, like mentally and everything, you know what I mean? Yep. It's good to revisit those places once in a while. Every time I go, I mean, I don't go in Edmonton very often, but often if I go to Edmonton, I stop around here just to kind of remind myself that I used to live in those apartments. Yep. And at that time, I was dreaming about traveling, and Edmonton is 3 hours from the Rockies, from the start of the Rockies, if you want. And I thought when we move here that I will be able to, that I will go to see the Rockies more often and, you know, enjoy that part of the mountain and all this. Never happened. The whole 2 or 3 years that I was here, never drove to the Jasper area and all that. Yep. But I think us today, we're gonna drive to the mountain. I don't really have anything to do in Edmonton. Edmonton, I always felt, and let me know if you're from here, you think I'm wrong about that, but I feel like the only activity that people do here is shopping. Shopping more full. Everyone's shopping. Always have something to buy. What you want to do when you're in Edmonton? It's cool. Let's go at the mall. Let's go shopping. And we are Saturday and everyone's shopping and all this. And yeah, I don't really have anything to do in Edmonton. So I think I'm gonna put some gas into the van and see how far we go. Maybe we're gonna do the 3 hours to the mountain. I have a feeling that I'm gonna push it, and I wanna see the mountain. I wanna see the mountain. You guys wanna see the mountain? I wanna see them. Gas is cheap in Edmonton. And I was just chatting with the guy who was he's like, we have a nice van. Is it camperized? I'm like, yes it is. He's like, are you living in it? I'm like, yes. And I was like, oh, this is what I want to do when I retire in 3 years, 3 more years. And I just laughed. And he was asking me some questions, sort of question. It's always great to share a lifestyle with people. Alright guys, I think we have a problem with the van. I hate just what happened. So I stopped at the red light and I was like, oh, this is so silent. And I didn't realize that my van completely stopped. And like I was just like the battery lights that turn on. So I don't know if that's me who just like completely remove like my foot off the brake. I don't know what happened in the van stalled, or I don't know. Now I'm just like, I don't like it. What happened? We are so... Yesterday I was thinking, I'm like, hey, we pretty much make it without any problem across Canada. But I was like, I'm better to not say anything, you know, up loud, because we're not there yet. So the van's driving totally fine. I think it might be me, might be my fault. because I was just about to brake, and one dad with his little girl were just like about to cross the road by foot. And I was kind of looking at them and realized, oh no, my GPS want me to turn to the other light, not this light. So I went back on the main road instead, and for a split second I thought that the light was green, and I'm like, oh no, the light is gray, it's red. So I stopped. So I did a kind of like acceleration and stop, kind of like back to back, if you want, like really like fast. And I realized, like, I was like, my brain's like, this is quiet. And I didn't even catch, didn't even catch that my van, like, it didn't make any noise, like, just like, beautiful stall. And I look at the guy with his little daughter crossing the street, and I look at my GPS, I'm like, yeah, this is the next light that I have to turn. And I look at my dash, and on my dash was kind of like red. I realized, oh, the fan is not even on. You know, when you stall a manual car, I used to, like, my first car was a manual. So when you start a manual car, it's just like the whole dash become red, you know? You're like, oh, I forgot to put the clutch in, you know? But I was like, how can you do that with the automatic? So hopefully, I mean, the van's completely, like, everything changing gear, everything seems to be 100% fine. So hopefully that was me. There was a fire in this area 2 years ago, maybe 2 or 3. I think they had some this summer too in this area. So it's funny because the whole time, okay, we need to drive to the mountain. The mountain's calling me, and we don't really see them right now because they're covering cloud. My plan before this van stall was to drive all the way here and go. I do have a spot that I like. It's not really in the backcountry, but it's more in the mountain and in the trees, and you know. But now I think it was my fault that I kind of indulged this stalling thing. But just to be on the safe side, I just think I should probably sleep in town here. So if there's any problem tomorrow, I'll be in town and not in kind of like backcountry-ish area. But I mean, I'm gonna have to wait. It's okay. Tomorrow's supposed to be sunny, so I think tomorrow the cloud's gonna slowly remove itself in the mountain, and I'm gonna see all the beautiful mountain. I hope. Yeah, the area that we are eventually going tomorrow is Jasper. And if you remember, Jasper, a portion of the town burned last year? Yeah, last summer. And we were in this area when that happened. But yeah, I never saw what it looked like, how much it burned and all this. So we're going to drive into this area tomorrow, and I guess we're going to see what the extent of the loss that happened there. So it's just like looking at the weather in a couple of days. Snow in Jasper. It's going to slowly start. Must tell you, feel like it's gonna snow. We just I don't know how long we've been here. I was just scrolling online, and I'm thinking about starting the heater right away. Usually when you drive, like especially the 3 hours that we drove, like the fan warm up and everything, but now it's just like, it's cold, it's chilly. Alright, this is what my mini pizza looked like. If I had more vegetable, it would probably look better, but I really think it's funny that I drove all the way here so excited about the mountain and I don't even see them. You know, play with you for you to exercise. And I do more than you. There you go. Alright guys, so I think we're gonna relax. Enjoy this rainy. It's supposed to rain all night, and I guess tomorrow I'm gonna know if my repair on my high top it's good. I'm gonna check that out and take the next video. I'm pretty sure, unless the van decide to do something different, I'm pretty sure on the next video we gonna drive to the mountain and go check them super close. I'm excited about that. Very excited. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and leave you with Miss Kitty. Hey Miss Kitty, can we have a little kiss? Kitty, kiss over there. You're like, oh, I just wanna make sure this thing doesn't move anymore. Kiss? No? No kiss? Playtime? Alright, playtime. Pet time. Alright guys, see you in the next one.